Hello, I'm still in Roi Et and I'm about to go and see the tallest walking Buddha in Thailand. So big, it's double the size of Christ the Redeemer in Rio de Janeiro. But because of the weather, it's claiming to be raining soon and you can see the dark skies coming. I'm not walking there even though it's about a 15-minute walk. I'm going to take a grab taxi. Now at the moment I'm still outside the hospital, which is across the road from the hotel that I'm staying at, and I need to be back here in about an hour and a half's time for them to change the dressing on my injury, which was caused by a dodgy motorbike attacking me on a road. And I've just been across over to 7-Eleven for some lunch, and 7-Eleven, only just noticed this, but if you look at the sign of the 11, all letters are in capital apart from the small n at the end. Now 7-Eleven, they've got about 130,000 of them in Thailand. In fact, they've got more 7-Elevens per capita in this country than anywhere else in the world. And the reason it's got the small n, I've just had to Google it, is when they came up with the logo in the 60s, the wife of the boss had a look at it and it was all in capitals, 11. And she went, looks too formal, changed the last letter N from a capital to a small n. And they did. And it's been stuck there since the 1960s. And the first 7-Eleven actually didn't come to Thailand until 1989. Lots of stuff about 7-Eleven, but I want to go and see this Buddha. So the grab taxi should be here in the next couple of minutes, and I wait to see the walking Buddha. I'm here, and as you drive up onto the roads, I kept looking for it, and then all of a sudden I saw it, and oh my god, that is tall. So this is a temple. There is a small museum underneath. So the journey should have taken about a 20-minute walk, but with the bike taxi, 40 baht. Can't complain. And it's starting to get to rush hour. The kids have just finished school, and there looks like a school around here. Oh, look at that. My god, that's tall. Right, let's get a bit closer. In fact, it's not wise to get closer because you wouldn't be able to see anything. So I've actually come out. Let's get a bit closer in there. So the full title of this Buddha is Phra Phutha Ratna Mueang Maha Muni, and I'm actually reading that off my phone because that's a lot to take in. So it is just the statue itself, it's 59.2 meters tall, but with the base as well, and there's a small museum in there somewhere. It adds in total 60 meters tall. It's actually the 4th largest statue in Thailand. A little wave. And most statues you get of Buddha is either sitting or reclining, so it's very rare to get one that's in a walking pose. Now behind me I've got some monks, so it's a working temple. Now when I first came up, there's a guy over there which I thought was a human monk, but it's not, it's a statue. But they're all chilling over there. Oh, it's kids as well, so it's a school. So there's a big bad drum. I have seen tourists bang them in other places. don't know if I'm allowed to walk through there because it looks like another place through there, but I'm going to have a wander in here just to see the small museum. But this looks absolutely amazing. So this was built over a 6-year period in the 70s, and it cost around 7 million baht at the time. Wow. So I'm just gonna have a wander into it. There's a few temples around here, and then dark clouds are still getting darker. Hello mate, you brushed your teeth? Wow. I mean, even looking at the toes, one of them toes is bigger than my head. Right, I've just walked in, take my shoes off. As I said, it's a very small museum. What's actual proper glasses on that guy? No. So I'm assuming these are famous Buddhists. So I've left Buddha walking away and the museum, and I just thought I'd head over here just to see what this was. And it said they're all just chilling. Some more statues there, all sat around in a semicircle. Oh, there's more over here. Wow, there's a lot of statues. Right, there seems to be a lot of work going on. I don't know if it's because it's out of season that this is the chance that they get to do stuff. So in the last video you'll see that when I went up to Roi Et Tower, which is about half a mile that way, they were doing some work on that. Oh, it's another temple. Oh, and there's the moat. And already I am worried about the rain. Right, this ground is not even. That's a better view, and the further you go away from him, the better you can see him. Wow. Right, I didn't bother looking at the temple because it has just got so much darker that I don't think I'll have much time before it starts coming down really strong. Wow. Hello. Someone's trying to get past me there. Oh wow. Crazy amount of little statues. But where I want to go now is past Buddha and just see him straight down. I mean, that is pretty impressive how big it is. And then when you go past this temple, I mean, there's a lot of gold. And that's the entrance over there with the golden gate. Oh, am I going this way? Why not? Wow. Right, I've just walked about 6 minutes. You can just see the top head of the tallest Buddha, walking Buddha in Thailand. And I'm now here. And this is Wat Klang Ming Mueang. And the reason I've come here is this is the oldest temple in town. In fact, it is older than the town itself. Now, while I was just walking over, there was a lot of young Buddhist trainee monks. They all looked about 8-year-old, bless them. Now, I don't know which is the temple itself. Oh, it says so there. Wat Klang Ming Mueang. And this is it. So this comes from about the 17th century. It's in a keema style with a roof. Obviously I can't get in. But I do like the big chickens. Yeah, the door's shut, but have a walk up anyway. Because I can just see inside another Buddha. Now, historically, this used to be where they would have the oath of allegiance ceremonies. Wow. And because it is in the centre, it sounds like they've just built the town around it. Wow. It's old. I think this could be a good place to stand around. But the motifs around the temple itself is the life story of Buddha himself. And obviously it's been faded due to, I suppose, age. Got a little, there he is. I suppose it didn't help with the birds being at the top and the bird droppings. Now this would be a good place to stay if it was raining. And then in the distance you can see the Roi Et tower. Don't know if it comes across up there, where I was in the last video. And that's worth watching if you haven't seen it. Can we come around? Nope, nothing there. And as you pan across this area, you got buildings over there that look ancient. Oh, there's the monks coming back. I think they've been to 7-Eleven for the dinner. And somewhere around here is a temple. A temple tower that you can climb up. I think that could be it there. There you go. One of the oldest temples in Roi Et. It was used as a venue for a ceremony of drinking water as well, and pledging allegiance to the king. Oh, look at that. Right, the stairs leading to the top. Can I go in? Right, I've just come in. There is no gate, so let's climb it. I mean, I've got my shoes on, so I feel a bit bad. Don't trip. Oh, oh wow. Now that was a lot of stairs. And you can tell I've been sitting around doing not a lot over the last 2 weeks recuperating. But you've got a good view of the back of the big Buddha. Wow. That is city life. Oh, small temple. Just have a walk around. Now that wind is starting to pick up, so I think a storm is coming. And there's that temple there. It is hidden by trees. Wow. I like this city, this town has impressed me a lot. It's one of the off the beaten track places that people who are adventurous should come to. Not only have you got the fourth largest statue in Thailand, you've got the tower, you've got the islands, the people are so friendly, the hotels are cheap and decent. So yeah, I like it. And the first drops of rain are starting to come down. So I am going to head back down. I am going to order a grab bike taxi to take me back to the hotel. I am going to go to the hospital and get the ear dressing changed. And then I'll give you an update on my ears, my right ear, when I get back. But this is beautiful. Right, taxi before it starts pouring down really bad. Look at that view. I was lucky with the rain. As soon as the Grab taxi came back to the hotel, it started coming down. Not severely, but enough to get me wet. So I came in for a bit and then went across a road to the hospital. I've had the dressing changed. The hospital is so easy to use because you just go in, you hand a passport over, they give you a form asking you what you're wanting. Because I was in yesterday, they just looked at my notes. You put your arm in through a random blood pressure machine that's around, and you take that to another person, they pass you on to someone else. From going in to leaving, it was 20 minutes. But I've asked when I can have my 7 stitches taken out. 2 days time. And I was planning on leaving tomorrow. But it makes more sense to stay here. I want to go out to see the town by night. Unfortunately, the rain is still going on outside, and it makes more sense probably to go tomorrow night, and then the day after get the stitches taken out and then start moving on. But at the same time, this hotel is just a little bit expensive, not too much. So I've got to decide if I'm going to stay, if I'm going to go, if I go somewhere else, where am I going to go, and do they have a hospital there? So much to think about, and no doubt you'll find out in the next video. This one feels so much better. Basically, it's just a bit of cotton wool and a plaster on it. So it must be getting better. But if you've enjoyed this video, biggest Buddha, oldest temple, then all you've got to do is press that like button. If you want to see where I'm going to go and if my ear's going to be sorted out, then subscribe. But until next time, I've got a good little setup just down here, which is my laptop, coffee, and some snacks. So until next time, bye bye for now.